Right, today's video is about that wonderful, lovely little thing that you see right there. Alright, let's talk about it. This orange head right here, that's what we're talking about. So I've done a couple of videos now on the best this, the best this, the best that. I really enjoy doing them, right? And this is all my personal preference, of course, my opinion, right? So your preference and opinion is definitely most guaranteed going to be different to mine. And that's how the internet worked. It's great, isn't it? So this right here is an orange dual Terra head. I bought this on eBay probably a few years ago now. I want to say at least a few years ago. And I bought it pre-owned, so I saved a lot of money on it. But to be honest with you, it came literally like immaculate, brand new condition in the box and everything, with the case and everything. So yeah, it was pretty much brand new. I'll be honest, it was pretty much brand new, but I swear I was under the understanding that it wasn't brand new when I bought it. But I really, really love this amp. This amp changed everything for me. So I've been playing guitar for a long time now, and for like at least half, if not more, of that time, I've been searching for the tone, right? We all do it, you know that, as guitar players, bass players, whatever. Musicians in general, you're all searching for a certain sound, a certain tone that you kind of aim for, strive for, something that's in your head that you haven't quite figured out yet or found yet. And then so you buy a new guitar, trade it in, get a different one, buy a new amp, trade it in, get a different one, whatever the case may be. I went through that same journey with different pedal boards, guitars, amps, etc., right? And in the end, I've kind of settled with where I'm at now. And the guitars that I love will always be PRSs for the feel and the sound. And then more Fender style guitars now with House 95, of course, so Strats, Jazzmasters, that type of thing. Those are the guitars that work for me, sound best for me, and look best for me personally. Along that journey somewhere, I bought this amp, plugged it in. It was one of those really cliche type moments, alright? I plugged this amp in, turned up the volume, turned up the gain, hit a chord, and went, that's the sound I've been looking for the last 15 years or whatever it was, alright? So I made the huge mistake of playing the wrong amps. So what I mean by that is I was always looking for a kind of a more aggressive, kind of metally, new metally punk, kind of early 2000s sound, right? So I was always kind of playing things like the Laney Ironheart, which was sort of meant to be geared towards that style and that vibe. At one point I had a Randall, which again geared towards that style and that vibe. And I had numerous pedals like the Precision Drive and Tube Screamers and all these sort of things that other people use that are great pedals, great amps, great bits of equipment and gear, but it just wasn't quite working for me, and it wasn't quite feeling and sounding how I wanted it to sound. Like whenever I would use like the Laney Ironheart, for example, one, it's got too many knobs on it and too many options. I can't be dealing with that, that's for sure. Two, it just never, like, I don't know, it's weird. It's a good high gain amp, and it's a good amp in general. Laney are great, but there's just something missing, something sonically missing. And I find that orange is where what I was searching for, Orange have as a company, as an amp manufacturer, right? There's something, if you own an Orange and you love Orange and you play Orange, you'll know exactly what I mean. If you haven't before, you might not know what I mean until you do go out there and play one, of course, but I can guarantee you'll probably know what I mean when you do play one. There's a certain vibe, there's a certain, like, it's a lot of mid-range that is missing from a lot of other amps. I'll be completely honest about that straight away. There's a lot of sort of volume and output, even from these smaller 30-watt amps, which is what this one is. There's a lot of output and noise and a lot of kind of space filled that a lot of other amps aren't able to and aren't capable of. I'll be completely transparent here. Whenever I play live with my band Connection State, I'm using this with my Orange 212. And I swear to God, every other gig I get compliments from the sound guy or someone in the audience like, oh, is everything you're using just the settings from the amp? And I'm like, yes, 100%. I use pedals, but I use them for effects. I don't use them for anything else, right? The way I run this is I've got the tiny Terra channel as the clean, the fat channel as the gain. I love the simplicity. I needed a more simple amp. This has got 6 knobs on it. You can't go wrong. Most gigs that I play now, I just turn up, plug that in, turn up the volume, and I'm like, right, I'm good to go. Pedal board's plugged in. Let's do this. 10-minute startup, 10-minute pack down. Bob's your uncle. You're off. You're off to the races. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I get compliments on the sound of this amp all of the time. I love it to death. It's portable. It's heavy. It's a heavy ass amp for the size of it. But it's a smaller size, less than half the size of the Laney Ironheart that I was trudging around for many, many years before this. Of course, a lot of people do digital these days, and again, that works for people in the way that it does. I'm sure I could find benefit for it, and I'm sure it could work for me as well. Personally, especially for my band and style of music I do, I don't like the way that amps sound through a PA and how digital sounds through a PA. I need a cab, I need sound hitting me from the back, the old school way. Call me old school, I'm getting older now, so it makes sense, but I need air and pressure and noise hitting me from all angles, and for that you need real amplifiers, and you need a good old school style tube amp, right? Nothing does it like that, ever. So that's kind of a little bit of a history and a story on my orange Dual Terror head, which I believe is one of the best heads I've ever played for punk rock and metal. Again, you want the metally tone, crank up the fat channel all the way. You're going to get that metal saturated sound, but it's still going to have a lot of mids and balls, and it's going to kick you in the teeth. It doesn't have an effects loop in the back, but again, I don't personally need one or use one, so that's not a problem for me either. Other people that might be an issue for or a problem for, but I'm really glad and happy that I found this amp the few years ago that I did. So glad that I bought it, so glad that I started using it, and so glad that I discovered the greatness and the beauty of orange amps in general. Let me know your thoughts and opinions and everything as far as this amp or orange amp's concerned. If you have one or if you're looking to get one, I'm happy to chat that down below as always, of course. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching once again, and I hope you enjoyed this video.